Okay, so welcome, happy, what day is it? Wednesday. So today I picked the subject for the Vayus. Vayus are energy systems in the body. Vata is, okay, think of a personality type like me. I'm a Vata. Vatas are kind of like, so we're gonna do a class to kind of bring all of that into balance. So I'm going to throw a question out there. Just show of hands. Well, except Kelly, because I can't see her. Do you guys know what prana is? Prana. No. Okay. So prana is the breath or the life force. And by directing your breath either up, down, out to the furthest limbs, you can actually bring your winds of your body into balance. When you're out of balance, there's too much wind going up in your head. Right? You know, when you're feeling like all over the place and you've got anxiety and you can't think straight, and you know, that's way too much wind upstairs. Airheaded. Then there's the wind that you want it to go lower. And the lower the wind is in the pelvic or the prana, let's say, the more grounded you are. So I want everyone to do an experiment. So find how you want to start your practice today, comfortably seated, spine straight, chin pulled in, and then take an inhale through the nose and feel where the breath goes. Just notice it for your own body, physically where it goes. Do it a few times and kind of just feel where it's landing. So if you feel it kind of going up in the head, it means that your prana vayu, your upstairs, is too active. If you feel like going way in the belly, right, into the hip region, that means that you're pretty damn grounded. So that's a great thing, in my opinion. So we're going to work with that energy. So let's go ahead and start with the eyes closed and just kind of playing with this vayu in your system, in your body. And if you still are kind of unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, think of when you have a head cold, right? You've got all of your stuff is up here. You feel completely disconnected, right? That's a prana vayu. That's too much here. And then maybe your feet are freezing. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to get everything interconnected, because they say not all, 60% of disease, according to Ayurveda, starts when the vayus or the winds in the body are out of balance. So we're gonna come out of here feeling really balanced is my goal. Did I hit record? I did. All right, so let's do it. Close your eyes. We're going to do 12 inhales and exhales. I just picked a random number, so you can do this on your own at home whenever you want. So just inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, noticing what's expanding, exhaling through the mouth, and just keep up with that, please. Beginning to tune into the pulsation of your body. The pulsation and the connectivity of your body. We're trying to sync each other, all of us right now together. So there's a unique pulsation of you as an individual person, unique in this world. There's a pulsation of a group of people coming together. And then there's also a pulsation of the whole world. So for right now, we're just syncing each other to each other. And then eventually we'll be so grounded, so connected is, you know, it's a pretty high expectation, but that's just the purpose today, that you feel connected with the world, the pulse, the heart of Earth. And now I'd like you to do prana vayu. I don't know if we got through 12. We're going to just fake it if we didn't. And lift the inhale, lift the arms over your head, lift the breath up to the third eye, and then exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to do this 3 times. Inhale, up over your head, and then exhale to your heart, finding the wind kind of in that higher region. Inhale, hands over your head, and then exhale, hands to the heart. Okay, now we're going to inhale at the heart, and then twist to the right, exhaling to the hips. Inhale to the heart, exhale to the left, feeling it in the hips, dropping into the hips, and then keep going. Inhale into the heart. This is called apana vayu. Exhale to the right. We're going to go 3 rotations. Excuse me. Inhale to the heart, twist to the left. Again, we're just finding the rhythm of the hips. We're finding the rhythm of the wind in the body. To the right. And back to center. Again, this Apana Vayu. Trying to create space within the hips so that you can feel less fragmented. Coming back to the center of your heart, close your eyes, and sense your heartbeat, sense your pulse, connect with your pulse, and where you really want to go today with this wind. Where do you need it to flow? How will you feel if you are in flow or if you are in connection with the winds of everything around you? And then please come into tabletop. And we're gonna start real simple, cat-cow. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. So how do we balance it? We get active in our legs. We lengthen our legs. We open our muscles around our hips, okay? So let's go for it. So I don't want it to be like really drastic cat-cow. Just get into the high back and into the hips. So let's just simple inhale, lift the heart, right? Breathe into the heart. And then exhale, pull the hips forward. Right, so this is the prana, moving up and then low into the hips. Just a few times, just get really connected with what this does. This prana up and then apana down into the hips. The more you sync it up, the more you focus on the energy, the winds of the body, the more we're gonna get out of this. So just do what you can, again, modify as needed today. Into this great rhythm of syncing with the yoga to create health and connection through the body. Good, and then hold tabletop, spread the fingers out, spread the toes out. So distributing awareness to the outer limbs of the body and then connecting them to the core. Imagine your fingers and your toes are connecting to the middle of your body. Okay, stay connected and extend the right leg out to the side. Bring the right toes facing forward. And then we're gonna exhale, hips go back. Feel the stretch in the inner right side of the thigh. And then come all the way up to the heart. Exhale into the hips. Good, now you're just moving that wind up and down so that it lands in the pulsation of the center, the sinking of the center. Moving the legs back to center each time. Good. Okay, and swing that right leg all the way back behind you. Stretch the right calf out. As you're doing this, you know where your kidneys are, right? Right behind your spine, or I guess side to side of your spine. I want you to imagine as you're stretching the calf that you're lifting your kidneys up towards your rib cage, up towards your rib cage. Okay, just feel that strong activation here in your navel, your fire. Good, and then step the right foot forward in between your hands. Again, this is gonna be our inhale, and then exhale, right toes up into the hips and the back of the right leg. Good, and then inhale into the heart. You can add the chin lift, exhale all the way back. We're gonna do about 6 of these. Inhale, low lunge. And then see if you can start to find a reaction into the left leg. Even though the right leg is doing the majority of the movement, stay connected with the left leg as well. Keep the toes spread out on both feet. Keep the fingers spread out on both fingers, hands. Good. And then stay forward in this low lunge. Lift the heart, right? Prana Vayu, inhale. Good. And then let's sink into the hips. Press the hips forward as you move back. Good, and then hands come all the way down, right knee back, tabletop. Rose, I love when you're on with me. It makes me so happy. I just need to add that. All right, left leg shoots out to the side. Right knee in line with the left arch of your foot. And then inhale again, exhale, get into the hips, right? And just do this with purpose of knowing why you do this, right? So a lot of the time we do yoga, we move quick in these vinyasa strong classes or any other yoga classes you're doing. But there's so much you're actually feeling, you forget. I take it for granted. I take it for granted on how much I'm really doing for myself, for my health, for my mind. And I know I'm already a spaz. Imagine if I didn't do this. God help us all. Okay, swing that left leg back after this last one. Nice and strong. Left leg all the way back, stretch out the calf. Belly in tight, lift the ribs. Lift, not the ribs, the kidneys into the ribs as you stretch the left calf out. Good. All right, here we go. Step the left foot in between your hands. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, toes come up, left toes. Good. 6 of these. Inhale, spine strong. Exhale, lean back. How's your foot doing, Janet? I hope you're okay. Inhale. Good. And then exhale. Feel the wind, hear it inside of you. The little tunnel of yourself. I don't know if you guys have Netflix. I know it is on topic. There's this new show on there. It's like number 3 right now in the top 10. Ryan Reynolds, I think his name is. You guys have to watch it. It's all about the pulsation of the earth, the pulsation of your body. It's really interesting. And he goes to Iceland and all these other places to feel a connection and how we live in America versus other places. It's very, very interesting. I strongly suggest it.
It's Zac
Good,
Efron.
here we go. High lunge, inhale with them. Arms go over your head, prana.
It's
And
Zac
exhale, hips
Efron.
go forward, up, prana. Lower down, open up those hips. Good. Hands come all the way down. Step back, downward dog. Spread your fingers, spread your toes, spread the corners of your heart. Imagine your collarbones just opening. Focus on breathing into the heart space. Focus on breathing into the heart space so that you feel wider and that the heart opens so much that your ribs spread out. Each inhale, find that prana. Good. Exhale. One more time right here. Good. Now I want you to lift the hips really high. Feel that in the back of your leg. Lift your tailbone really high. And then breathe into the legs. Breathe into the hips. Imagine you can do so. So really inhale, lift the tailbone. And then on your exhale, draw your inner thighs together. Really get into these hips now. Make that the focal point. Inhale, it's a tiny nudge. Exhale, draw the inner thighs together. It's almost like an internal rotation. A couple more. Good. Then I would like you to bring the body weight to the outer edges of the right side of your mat. Keep the hands planted forward and center. And just feel what that does to the left side of your ribs, the left side of your spine. And then look under the left armpit. Feel all of that in the left shoulder, right? So this is prana, upward energy. And then come back through center, lift the tailbone, up prana, and then come to the outer edges of the feet to the left. Again, stretch, look under the right armpit. Oh, I'm obsessed with this stretch. I think it feels so good. And then coming back through downward dog. Good. Look forward between your hands and just step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lifting that heart at the top. And then apana, forward fold. Okay, and then I want you to stay here for a second. Reach with the crown of the head down. Bend your knees a lot on this first one. And if you see my butt, it's way back there, right? My legs are not open yet. Eventually, at the end of the practice, my hips will be right over my heels, and my stomach and my ribs will touch the top of my legs. And I want you to do the same thing. So at first, just be mindful of where you're at. Otherwise, you're doing a disservice. Okay, we're coming all the way up. Mountain pose, hands over your head. Prana, palms meet at the top. Good, and then exhale, hands by your hips. Again, inhale, hands come all the way up. Up, prana, palms flat down to the ground, no matter what that means for your body, with the knees. Good. Inhale, we're halfway lifting again. Step the left leg back. Stretch the left calf out, get really long. Pull your pelvic forward, like tuck your tailbone in here. Good, and then lift the right arm all the way up. You should feel this in the chest, right in your heart. Good. Reach the left heel back some more. And we're gonna come all the way up to standing now, all the way up with the rotation, all the way up. Right hand to the left thigh, and then left hand down to the floor. Okay, a couple of these. Reach it back. Yep, so just moving wind, acting like windmills within our own bodies. Nice. And then left hand down to the floor. Right hand down to the floor. Rotate the left heel down. Lift the left arm up and over your ear. Press the toes into the ground. Spread the toes into the ground. Press into the right foot strong now. And then reach all the way up and back, reverse warrior two. And then back down to the floor, side angle. And then reverse warrior two. Back to the floor, side angle. Reverse warrior two. And then straighten the right leg out. Inhale, back up the arms. Triangle, reach the arm forward, left arm up. Good. You should feel this in both areas now. So triangle is a nice steady position to really find the center of your energy, to find the center of your body. It feels to me like it's a pranic and aponic win. Everything is working hard. Good, left hand down, downward dog. Spread the toes, spread the fingers, spread the breath, spread the heart, spread the ribs. Lift the tailbone high. Breathing. Step the left foot in between your hands. Good, lift the left arm all the way up. Sink the hips. Good. And then here we go. Coming into standing, left hip stays low, reach it back. Good. Exhale, right hand to the floor. And then all the way back again, reversing this lunge. Stay steady, feel the grounding effect of this movement, this windmill effect. Good. Bring the left hand down, bring the right heel down. Side angle, lift the right arm up and over your ear. Pull the pelvic floor in. Here we go. Reverse warrior 2. And then all the way down side angle for 3. Just moving the back. If you do it without breath though, right? It's kind of like, I don't know what you're doing. So make sure you use that breath, use the wind. You got it. Okay, the next time we go up, stay there. Straighten the left leg, reach reverse warrior triangle. And then left hand down to the floor, right arm up, full triangle. And then find that center where the ribs really open, the heart stays plugged into the body, and that right pelvic or right tailbone is kind of, I don't want to say tucking in, but it's strong. Good. Okay, downward dog, bring it down. Coordinate the mind into the feet into the mind, the hands, all 4 corners. Extremities meeting in the middle. Almost like being pulled by that pulsation of the heart, pulled. So right now we are weight bearing our hands and our feet, right? So the point of gravity where we're focused is almost like the hips, that's the center point. As we change the point in which we're lifting from, that becomes the new center of gravity. So let's play with that. Right leg to the sky, right foot in between your hands. Left leg to the sky, press the right foot down. Lift the left leg higher. So the point of strength right now is that right foot. So right now the center of gravity is probably that right hip. Now let's see if we can alter that again. Left hand in front of the right foot. Right hand to the hip, turn the chest. It shifts a little bit. Oh, reach the toes back, left toes back. Pull the navel in. Pull the ribs in. Good. Lift the right arm up. Okay, we're gonna make a big step back for a reverse standing triangle. So left foot down, left arm over your head. Aww, good. And then all the way back into that revolved half moon. Good. Exhale all the way back. 2 more, just like this. Good. Finding that center of gravity changing. Nice. Okay, stay down into that revolved half moon. Bring the right hand down. Bring the left foot beside the right foot. Lengthen the heart again. Prana. Chest down to the thighs. Apana. Finding that hip moving forward a little bit more each time. All the way up, mountain pose. Hands over your head. Hands by your hips and rest. Hear the wind rise. Inhale, palms up. And then forward fold. You can go through a vinyasa now if you choose, or back to downward dog. Vinyasa plank. Lowering. Heart lifts. Exhale, apana. Focus again to the middle of the hips. Good. Landing here. Breathing here, spreading out again. Reconnecting at the center of gravity. Okay, left foot up to the sky. Left foot in between your hands. Right leg up to the sky. Lengthen. Right hand in front of your left toes or catty corner. Left arm all the way to the hip. Rotate the chest. Plug the right leg back. And I want you to feel kind of like a spreading of the legs in opposing directions. The left femur bone is really creating space. When you create space in the femur bone, you're creating space in the apana, or connecting and quieting the mind into the body. Left arm up. Feel that strength. Get taller. Good. Right foot down, straight legs, reach the right hand back. Reverse triangle. belly tight. Right leg back up, right hand down, and keep flowing. And back. Good, lifting. And lowering. Good, one more time. And then right hand stays down. Left hand comes down. Right foot meets the left foot. Lengthen. What happened, Rose? And fold. Inhale all the way up, mountain pose. Exhale, hands by your sides. Again, inhale, lift it up, find the pulsation getting stronger. And then forward fold to the ground. Halfway we lift. Downward dog or vinyasa. Again, you can choose. Good. Okay, we're going to lower down the right knee. Lift the left leg up. Bring the left foot out to the side like we did at the very beginning. But then this time we're going to lift the arms high over the head. Stretch it over to the right until the right hand comes down, the left leg floats up. Yeah. Left foot comes down, hands over your head. Reach to the left side. Keep the pelvic rooting you. All the way back up and over to the side, lift the left leg up, and then keep flowing over to the left now. One more time to the right. Left leg is up, and then all the way over to the left. Good, bring the hands all the way up through the center. Hands come down to the ground, left leg back. Right knee into the center of the chest. Push, right leg up to the sky. Good, right foot beside the left foot, downward dog. Bring the left knee down. Shift the right leg out to the side. Inhale, come to standing on the left knee. Side plank over to the left. Right foot up. Right foot down, sway to the right. And then left hand down, right leg up. Keep squeezing the pulsation of the hips. Keep grounding and coming deeper into the body. Good. Whew. Hands come all the way up, and then hands right back down to the side. Right leg sweeps back, left knee into the chest. Good. Left leg up to the sky. And then downward dog. Spread the toes, spread the fingers, lift the heart, hug the shoulders. Okay, we're really going to shift that center of gravity now. Lower down the right elbow, lower down the left elbow. Walk the feet forward. And bring the top of your head down to the mat, actually. Let the center of gravity be the top of the head. And really push down through the forearms so that your head is floating. It's not so dense. And then the center of gravity becomes the palate of the mouth, if you will. Okay? Go ahead and press into the hands, lift up, straighten the arms, downward dog. And then exhale to the top of the head. And keep going. Press into the arms. And then down to the head. Last one, press into the arms, downward. If you've got an inversion practice, here's where you get to lace your fingers, walk your feet in, and come all the way up, changing gravity completely. Otherwise, you're staying on your elbows, head down. Taking 4 to 6 breaths. So everything is going to the head, everything is moving upward. Strong prana here. Soften the tip of the tongue to the bottom palate of the mouth. Slowly, don't do that. Bring the feet back behind you. Coming into forearm downward dog. And then knees come down, upon child's pose. Let the weight be in the hips. Let the chest and shoulders be soft. Good. So now you're seeking the pulsation of the earth a little bit deeper. Excellent. Keep the breath moving. Good. Draining out what needs to be let go so that you can stay more coordinated, so you can stay less active in the mind and more connected to, or synced up, I should say, with the mind and body connection. Okay, please press back up, tabletop. Lift the knees, come into plank pose. Press into your hands, pull your ribs in, reach your heels back, spread your toes, roll the shoulders back and down. You should feel this in your bra strap area. Okay, so feel really strong here. Hold the belly in. Roll to the outer edges of the right side, to the right side of your mat. Lift the left arm up. Left arm up and over your ear, and just stretch. Good, hold here, pull the navel in. Feel the hips as a strong center of gravity. Good. And then bring the feet back through center, left hand down. Find that strength in the bra strap. Pull the ribs in. Lower to the left edges of your feet. Lift the right hand up. You can bring the right hand up and over your head. Lift through the center of gravity. Good. Keep breathing. Good. And bring the right hand down. Lift through the center of the feet. Come forward with your shoulder weight. Get really strong, but pull the shoulder plugs or plug the shoulders down. Lower to your belly. Bring the hands to your lower back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift up the heart space. Close your eyes here. And breathe into the throat. Feel how easy it is to access the breath right here. Okay, and I want you to see if it's easy, if it's hard. You're going to assess yourself to see if your wind is more spaced up high in the body or down low in the hips. It'll give you a glimmer of what's happening inside of you. Okay, lower down the hands, lower down the chest, the chin. Take a breath. Now bend the knees. Can you lift both knees up, push the toes together? Can you lift both knees up and feel that openness in the hips? Is that possible? Okay, so if not, you're not, the wind isn't very strong here, right? Your hips are very tight. Okay, go ahead and relax. Okay, now we're gonna do full bow pose, assessing what is easier to lift up first. And we've done this in the past, but now we know why. Okay, so bend the knees, grab your ankles, big toes together. Okay, see what lifts up naturally first, the chest or the legs. Okay, and then once you found it, lower back down. Now do the opposite. Do what was unnatural first. Okay? Yeah, and notice how much higher you can get, right? Bringing the feet towards the head, bringing the head towards the feet. Pressing the feet into the hands, or the ankles into the hands. Hold here. Good. So this is very prana. This is very opening, right? So open up the energy, the wind, let it flow everywhere. Lift the legs, lift the chest higher. Mid-back working hard. 3 more breaths. Good. Lower down the legs, bring down the hand. So it's kind of like a self-evaluation of what you need more of. Okay, bend the right foot only. Right knee, my bad. Lift the left leg up. Lift the left leg up on top of this right foot. Yeah, so how did I do that again? I'll do it again, because every time I teach this, people are like, what the hell did she do? Lift the left foot up. Lift the left leg up and place it right on top of the right foot. Okay, squeeze the belly in. You should not be on the right knee, you should be on the right front of your leg. And then maybe press yourself all the way up. Yeah. She's like, nope, not today, Laura. Good. Hold. And then slowly lower it down. Release the left leg and the right leg. Good. Release out the back. Bend the knees bend or shins softly go left and right. Okay, here we go. Other side. Bend the left knee. Lift the right leg. Place it on the left foot. Good. Staying here or slowly squeeze the belly. Lift the heart and rise. Shoulders back. Good. And then slowly lower it all the way down. Release the legs. Bend the knees. Let the knees go left and right. Okay, so let's release even more tension. Extend the right knee out in front of the right hip. So the left leg is straight, the right half of a frog. Okay, right knee is out to the side. Okay, so let's just start here. You can turn your cheek so that you look at the right knee. And then open up the arms wide like a T. And then keep lifting that knee higher and higher as you collapse. I don't want to say collapse because in yoga you're still holding energy. So your tailbone shouldn't be lifting, your butt shouldn't be lifting. It should be the tailbone tucking in here. Feel that right hip really open up. Okay, and then I want you to press down into the right foot. The right foot, Lift the right knee up and hold. Really feel that grounding. Lift the right knee up and hold. Good. And release it. We're going to do that 2 more times. Really feeling that femur bone plug in. Lift the right knee. The right foot stays down. Big external rotation and lower it. Last one, right knee up. Good. And release it. Okay. Bring the right leg back. Sweep it. Same thing, other side. Left knee out to the side. Okay, take a moment. Don't force, turn your head, look left. Feel the left hip externally rotating. Notice if there's a big difference between the left and the right. For me, there's like unquestionable doubt that the left hip is much more open. And if you want to get really into yoga, the left is the female side for the bleeding body. And then pressing the left foot down, lift the left knee up. Deep external rotation here. Holding it. And releasing it. Good. 2 more, just like that, please. 2 more. Left knee up, left foot down. Belly tight. Tailbone really tucking in. Last one, lowering. And then lifting. Tailbone plugged in, belly plugged in. Kidneys lifting high, femur rotating out. Good. Shin rotating forward though. Good. Left knee down, extend it back. Arms in front of you now, please. Both hands, chin and chest lift up. Inhale. Good. Exhale, bring it down. Legs come up. Inhale. Legs come down. Exhale. Arms come up. Chest comes up. Inhale. 1 more time. Exhale. Legs come up. Good. Everything comes up or either of those first variations. Otherwise, everything comes up. Now squeeze your legs together. Hold it up. Legs together. Chest higher. Big toes together. Internal rotation happening here in the thighs. Hold. Good. Hands come down. Shins plant down. Up dog. Float the thighs. Pull the heart forward. Strong pranic energy. And then we're going to go to downward dog. Aponic. Stretch out that spine. Good. Now feel the strength of your body. Now feel the openness in the back of your legs. Okay, we're going to bring the right leg to the sky. Inhale. And then right knee behind the right wrist. Coming up into a high pigeon pose. Extend the left leg back and down. Walk the hands outside your hips. Belly super tight. Modify as needed here. So if you're feeling yucky tight today, just bring that right hip all the way down, left knee bends a little bit, right? Otherwise, nice and high. Good. And then find your balance here, right? Keep the right fingertips down, lift the left arm up. Reach it up and then over towards the right side. Look towards the left armpit, stretch. And then lift it all the way back up again. Left hand down. Notice the right hip sinking. Lift the right arm up. Good. Lean over to the left. Look under the right side of the body. I should say over. And then again, bring it down. Bring the hands in front of the shin. Lift the left knee, or not left knee, left shin up towards the glute. And release it. So now getting the front of the left leg, the muscles, the fascia. And it also affects the right side, right? Okay, hold up that left leg. Plant the left hand. Reach the right arm up again. Open, look over towards it. Maybe you bind. Maybe you press the foot into the hand. Again, stay connected with the navel, with the hips here. Can you sink the hips lower? Especially this right hip. Yeah. Good. And then again, if you want an even deeper bind, you can. You can bring the right, no, that's my left foot, into the right elbow. Lift the left arm up. Good. Okay, release the foot. Come back through center. I want you to roll all the way to the right hip. Swing the left thigh into the right foot. Bring the left hand to the right knee. Right arm goes up. Reach over to the left once again. Possibly grabbing that foot. Look under the right ribs. Plant the hips down. Push the hip low with the left hand. Pull the left leg in with the right hand. Feel everything meeting in the middle, all the extremities of the body. Now find the breath. Where's the breath here? Upper body, lower body, outer limbs. Find the middle. Good. Okay, and then we're going to reach right hand all the way back up. Point the right knee up. Right knee up. So your right leg is still on this little external rotation. We'll put the left hand on the right knee again. It's going to be a little different. Right hand's high. I can see like fingers of one person and Janet. I can see the whole body of Kelly, you know, as when it goes. Reach over, find the foot. Oh, now press the knee into the hand, the right knee into the hand, and really open up the body. Yeah, good. And then here, if you have compass pose, that's an option. So compass pose, this left leg comes all the way up, and you're looking under the right arm. All right, so this is a variation of it. Janet's like, how the hell do you do that? Good, and then gently release. And bring the right knee down, bring the hands back through center. Okay, hands plant down. Swing the left leg back, plank pose. Okay, connect to the high back. Send the shoulders back and down. Spread the fingers. Spread the palate, drop the tip of the tongue. And then shoot the hips back, tailbone high, downward dog. Good job, guys. Okay, here we go. We're gonna bring the left knee behind the left wrist. Release the right leg back. Walk the hands by the hips. Heavy, heavy through the hips. And again, if you have something that's limiting you today, bring the right knee forward and you can still get a lot of these variations. Otherwise, that shin is as horizontal as your physical body allows. Okay, we're gonna sway. First, navel's tight. Weight is in the left hand, right arm goes up. And then peekaboo. Open the wind to the right. Good, and then right hand comes down. Right hand plants, left arm goes up. Oh, this side's not so happy. I'm gonna give myself a few extra breaths here to sync it to how the other side felt. Good. And then both hands are going to come up after we plant, so sternum straight, both arms come up. Good. And then both hands plant down in front of the shin. Bend the right knee, up and down. Right shin, I should say. Pull it up and down. Stay connected to the middle. Stay drawn to the balance. Keep the right hand planted. We're going to send the left arm up, look towards the left, bend the right knee, bind. Turn and look towards the left side of the body. You know what? I added an extra one on this side. It's okay. Okay, release the right foot, come back. Reach the right arm back up. And then you can bind again. And then this is where you can go into that whole bind if you want. Okay, both hands come down. Okay, we're gonna bring the left hip down, swing the right thigh into the left foot. Okay, ground it on both your sit bones. Center of the sternum forward, pull the chin in for a second, lift the chest. Find your middle. This true pulsation. Then right hand to the left knee, left arm goes up. Reach over to the right foot, peekaboo under the left. Maybe you're holding on to the big toe, maybe you're holding on to the outside of the foot. Just really feel all of this openness, all of this like spreading of the fascia in the lower back out, which will channel everywhere else, which will open up. It's almost like a crashing of the wind into one spot so that it disperses. Good. Lift that left arm all the way up, come back to center. Plant the left foot down, but keep that hip externally rotated. Again, right hand to the left knee. This is a little bit deeper. Lift the left arm up. And reach for the foot, the leg, the shin. Pull that leg in as you rotate to the left. And then those of you who have compass pose, which I've been obsessed with lately, Right hand comes down, left leg, right leg lifts up, and you're peekabooing under the left arm. Just a variation. Really pulling the hip in. Good. And gently release wherever you are. Come all the way back up center. Bring both big toes or both bottoms of your feet together. Walk your pelvic forward. Good. You're going to place your elbows on the inner thighs. This is like a non-stop. Move your wind, move your wind, move your wind. Elbows onto the inner thighs and forward fold. Press the groin down. Press the tailbone down. Draw to stretch out your organic body. Getting into these center limbs. Notice how this draws you right into the hips. You're not thinking as much upstairs, right? You're thinking about the physical body, the sensation this is creating in the physical body. Good. And then lift up through the chest. Extend the legs out in front of you. Internally rotate the femur bones, the top bones. The shins, the big toes are towards one another. Lengthening up nice and high. And then forward fold now, towards the feet. Forward fold. Now, if you need a slight bend to the knee in order to find that connection, that stomach to hip, right, then do that. That would be more of an advanced practitioner than trying to just get physically into something. That would be more in line with the energy of your body, the rhythm of your body. Keep the knees touching. If you notice they're going wide, you're losing and leaking energy. So hold it together. Good. And then again, lifting the spine up, stay connected. Good. And then exhale, elbows outside of the knees, fold a little deeper. Pull the femur bones in. Good. Good. Rising all the way up now. Place the right ankle on top of the left leg. Sit bones plant down nice and wide. Forward fold, find the left foot. Feel how much space you've created in the physical body here. You can stay here or go into the outer extremities of the body. By reaching over to the left with both hands, plant the right elbow underneath the right foot. Bring the hands to the heart center. Look to the back corner of your mat. Flex both toes towards the center of the body. Good. Coming back to forward position. Release the right leg down. Left ankle on top of the right thigh. Sit up tall, shoulders soft, face soft, and then hinge over at the hip and find the foot. Flex the toes. Feel the chest coming down towards the leg, staying here, or bring both palms outside to the right. Hands to the heart center. Opening up mid-spine here, pulling the legs into their sockets, look to the back corner of your mat. So pretty. Big release here for your left hip. Draining out all that's holding you or that's stuck into past, becoming more resilient and into present. Good. Coming back and forward. Lift all the way up. Bend your knees, come down to your spine. Get your feet nice and wide. Let the arms rest naturally, organically beside you. And then let the knees collapse towards one another. Decompress the lower back. Decompress any of those ropes that are bound, that bind you as well, that limit you as well, not just physically, but act as a caution when moving forward. Release that. Release the lower back. Feel the kidneys sinking. Feel the adrenals switching off. Coming into softening. Coming into relax, renew, digest, surrender. Good. Then please separate the knees. Pull the feet up into happy baby. Sink your hips. Coming into the ultimate hip opener. Pulling the knees down towards the ground. Showing your bare feet to the top of the ceiling or outside to the sky. Good. Hold here. We're going to stay here about a minute, you guys, so get comfortable here. Activate the middle or the pelvic floor muscles. Pull them up. Make sure your chin isn't lifting above your forehead. Keep them in line. Feel all of this ligament or lymph as well, drawing to the middle, grounding you at the hips. This sacred space of home, of going inward. Noticing how open your pelvic floor is, how supported you feel, how healthy you feel, and how significant your yoga practice is for everything else you do. Even if it's imperfect, it's yours. "30 seconds. Notice where your breath has drifted. Bring it back into your hips. Bring it back into the apana. The function of elimination, to leave the body. Elimination of stagnant energy, of dormant energy. Eliminating the impurities. Focus on the exhales to support that. Focus on the prana of the exhale, the life force, to eliminate what's stuck. Good. About 10 seconds. Good. Bring the legs together, over hips. Bring the palms down to the earth. Feel your hip bones plugging into your hips. Feel your palms pressing into the ground. Roll your shoulders down to the ground and feel your whole spine supported by your mat, by your sticky mat. Show the bottoms of your feet. Flex your toes towards your shins. So pull the shins forward. Right, spread the toes out. Feel the opening in the back of the legs. Good. Now pressing into the hands, lift the head, lift the shoulders. Bring the feet halfway down. Stay here. In a supported, yep, a little lower with the legs, a little lower, there you go. Lift the heart more. Stay here, or float the palms up. 10 seconds. Feel that middle, feel that pulse. Good. And then lower down completely. Melt. Shavasana. Surrender to the ground. Spread your legs out. Bring your arms far away from the hips. And begin to mold your body into the mat, the sticky mat that you practice on. Begin to mold your body to create oneness with wherever you're practicing. See if you can find that pulsation now beyond just you. That pulsation beyond just our group here practicing it together. See if you can find the pulsation or the great rhythm, we call this in yoga, or prasa bandhaman, which is the pulsation of the world. Show up as that great rhythm of the world, syncing up with yoga, with your organic body, with this organic earth, based in the roots of your being. Find a natural rhythm for your breath. Begin to focus now on your exhalations. As it removes what's superficial, which eventually becomes blocks that don't allow for the free flow of prana, that life force. Now we are in something we call Vayana. Vayana Vayu, or wind, which is the equal distribution of energy into all areas of the body. All areas of the body being supported by all areas under the body of the earth. Allow your breath to become natural if it has not yet. Feel the natural prana flow upward. Feel the natural apana flow downward. And take 1 minute in reflection. Staying in sync with this natural pulsation of your prana. Bring some movements into the body. Starting with the outer extremities, your fingers and your feet. Gently draw them all towards center and to the point of heaviest gravitational pull, and then soften there. Roll over towards your right side of your sticky mat. And naturally, organically rise up to seated. Good. Bring your arms up and over your head as you inhale. Exhale to the center of your heart. Inhale once again, arms over your head. Hands down to the ground beside your hips. Lift your heart up, draw your chin in. Take an inhale. That last bit of pranic awareness, of bandha awareness, exhaling. Release bandha, soften. Namaste. Pause this recording. Stop it now.